enthusiasm in this Cincinnati crowd in full effect a moment ago as their Bengals took the field to the delight of this sold-out crowd. And they're all set as they'll match up with the Pittsburgh Steelers. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. Boy, an aggressive play call to start this game. It backfired, but aggressive, no question about that.
Is that one of those statement calls? Trying to let you know that they're going to be aggressive right out of the gate. But that one hung up just a little bit too long. He made a nice play on the ball defensively and was able to pick it off.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A carry for Devontae Freeman, who missed most of last season. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd down, Freeman. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
White 80. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The ball's still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching on 4th down. They'll run it. Freeman. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 25-yard line.
Start! 180. Watch my 4. Hey, here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Here I come.
A 1st carry now for Alex Collins. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. But it's brought in by Washington. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Second and goal, and the lone man in the backfield is Freeman. He's going to get it running right. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Now they've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on third and goal? They'll look to run with Freeman. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Devontae Freeman with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Boswell good with the extra point. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. An update from around the league as our first one comes from New Orleans. And it's the Panthers there out to the early advantage. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. A beautiful fake. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Down 80.
On first down, Allen going deep downfield for Ross. Got a man that's caught inside the 10. And now they are knocking on the door inside Pittsburgh's 10. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. They'll give it to Mixon. A spin. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal.
Partner, how he managed to get positive yardage out of that run, I have no idea. But a little juking, a little moving, got it done.
Got him 2 yards. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. Here's Allen to throw it. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. O.J. Howard, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Good bounce-back drive right there. Through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back. Tremendous poise. Confidence never lost. And obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
And this will not be returned. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They snap it at 1. Now it's Roethlisberger. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It'll be a gain of 17 at a Pittsburgh first.
First down, Pittsburgh.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Check 26, check 26, check 4. Middle.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. After the penalty, here's Freeman. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory.
50.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Here we go.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. It was Bryce Callahan jarring the ball free defensively.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Now here's Ross. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Around the NFL, 2nd quarter in Chicago. And an early advantage in that one for the Giants. And we'll try and keep you updated on those events and others around the league as we continue through this one.
29.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I don't think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Coming to you, coming to you.
Allen fakes the give and keeps himself. A quick throw now complete to Ross. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. And again, it's Allen. Going deep downfield for Ross. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Allen going to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Cameron Sutton. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, set and ready to go for the 2nd half. 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Focus, focus. Jim. Begin.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on third.
Rock 36 to Mike. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
Let's face it.
6. Line.
Quarter.
You're not ready.
Lock it.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Johnson, the intended target.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell your guys, hey, if you can shut them down and get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. Second and 5 now. Allen, open man is Kendrick Bourne. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. He gets this one to Boyd. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Allen now looks to throw. Flush to his right. And he's good. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And it looks like Steeler football. It is. And at this stage in the game, sure, you wanted the touchdown. You're already in the red zone. But, boy, you squandered a chance to at least get the field goal there. So no points out of this, and we stay tied.
Very disappointed team. No one more disappointed than the kicker who thought he had a chance to be the hero of the day. And all they had to do was trot him out on the field. They didn't even give him the opportunity.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Roethlisberger. An incomplete, crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, alert!
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. Running right, this is Freeman. And he will have the first down here as he's up to the 15. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
First down, Steelers.
Middle. Motion. Hey, check motion man. Put your hands on him. Get hands on motion man. Tight dog.
Freeman again, a first down carry. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard. Line.
Sean Williams brought him down. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 18-yard line.
Here we go.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Okay, just like that. 36.
Alert.
Watch 30.
Hey, orbit.
Hey, watch the screen.
Here's Roethlisberger. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, and now it's 3rd down.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Hey, Wahoo! You two. Here we go. Mike, 36.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. It was Bryce Callahan jarring the ball free defensively. But the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way has made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get in gear.
36. 36.
2nd and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. Flushed out right. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Hey. 36. Hey, Foxtrot.
Watch QB drop. Watch 36. 36 to Mike.
Roethlisberger now to throw on 3rd down. This is Johnson. He's got it. And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out, and the Bengals grab it. Well, this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown. So many times tight games decided by one big play. A lot of times, of course, it's the offense. Here, it's the defense coming up huge.
And you know head coaches walk around locker rooms, walk around bench areas saying, guys, somebody make a play. It's a cliche, but it applies here.
Bullet good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Set.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 47. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
I'm scared.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Looking deep downfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, check Michael Allen, check Michael.
And here's Allen. Going to throw again. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Cameron Hayward, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Allen. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 45-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off the field.
Now Roethlisberger to throw. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. But he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for Bengals TV. Now Bullock to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give him a lot of confidence to help turn things around. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Second and 11. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. Now Roethlisberger. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Teron Johnson able to pick it, and they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turned on the game film, the coaches were
and intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off around the 27. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A good pick up there at 22. A good start there on 1st down. They've got to have this drive.
No doubt about it. Down a couple of scores. They have to find a way to put it in the end zone. Chunk plays, explosive plays. That will be the key to this drive.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
Play action. It's Roethlisberger. Eluding the pressure right. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Trevor Williams there on the coverage. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Here's Roethlisberger. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. Johnson was the intended receiver. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Right there. All day, baby.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. And they'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. John Ross hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Here's Freeman. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
Hey, check 24. Check 24. Snickers, now spin. 50.
36 to Mike.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Roethlisberger buying time to his left. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Scrambling not particularly a Roethlisberger strong suit, but he does get the job done there and gets a first.
36. Heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges. Whoa!
Watch 36 to Mike.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. He's going to let it fly. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Incomplete. Intended for Juju Smith-Schuster. It's 2nd down and 10.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Easy.
Baby, that's an egg shot.
Go.
36 to Mike. Let's go, baby.
No spacing.
Get that ball.
Mike, 36.
Now Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them.
Hey, Charlie.
Ricky. Watch 36 to Mike. Let's put him on the bus.
Hey.
Let's put that team on the bus.
Mike, 36. Quarter.
36.
How about that?
One last shot for Roethlisberger. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Now the final act of this victory, the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So we had action to the very end of this one. The score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end. And, you know, some coaches preach that and tell their teams, that's what I want all the time. And they feel like if they don't do it themselves, they're not living up to the message that they're sending out.
So for Cincinnati, they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2 with a win here. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, it's loss number 5 for them on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.